Hello and welcome to episode 6. I'm going to say 6.
Just did you say I grabbed my phone to see?
No, that's fine. We'll say it's 6 and I'll edit it afterwards if it's
You'll
not.
come in with a new voice, just saying 7.
Hello and welcome to episode 7.
Yeah, 6.
Okay, 6 we're on of the Irish Whipcast. I'm your host Ben, accompanied by my co-host Darren.
Yeah.
We're a I don't even think we can call ourselves a semi-weekly anymore. Semi-monthly wrestling podcast where we talk about WWE, NXT, Lucha Underground and TNAs scorned love letters to AJ Styles.
We didn't do an episode in like 3 weeks.
That hasn't been much to talk about.
Nope. If we talk about Raw, we're basically talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon back in the 90s. There's been nothing worth talking about on Raw.
I'm waiting for Roman to come out in like a beer truck.
Yeah. And the news-wise, all there is the new signs.
Yeah.
WWE.
We had like the biggest stories of the year the first week of the year.
Yeah.
So
Wrestle Kingdom 10 was on. Did you watch any of it?
I've seen clips, but I haven't watched any of the full matches.
I watched like 2 matches because it's like 6 hours long. I watched AJ Styles versus Nakamura and the main event, which I can't remember who was in the main event.
Was it Tanahashi and Okada?
Could have been. I can't remember their names.
Mm.
I don't want to try and remember their names out of fear of you sounding like Vince.
Yeah. It was Shelton Benjamin and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah. Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley. But they were both great matches. And now half of those matches are gone from New Japan. Because AJ Styles, Nakamura, Karl Anderson
and Doc Gallows
are all gone.
Yeah.
And heading to WWE. Do you know who's going to NXT and who's going to Raw?
I think AJ will go straight to the main roster.
And everyone else to NXT?
Probably, maybe Doc Gallows goes to the main roster because he knows he's been there before.
They probably keep him as a tag team with Anderson.
Yeah, no, that's a weird one.
Like, Karl Anderson and Doc Gallows are just known for being the tag team.
But Doc Gallows...
That's like if they brought the Dudleys back at the same time and just brought them back as Preacher, Devon and Bully Ray.
I've heard there's a bit of talk of them splitting up the Dudleys and giving Bob a singles run.
I've heard that too.
But whether or not it happens, like it might, because everyone gets injured.
Yeah, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Who's been injured since our last podcast? John Cena?
I think he was already. I think he was injured at the time of our last podcast. Maybe not though. Right, the tally is Cena, Orton, Rollins, Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, Daniel Bryan, Sasha. Rusev is back. He had a knee injury and was recovered.
Rusev had like the second best bit of Raw this week.
Yep.
New Days is probably the best.
I haven't watched the full end segment yet, so I can't comment.
Of Rusev or New Day?
Of where the Wyatts take out Roman
I
and
watched
Lesnar.
a bit of it because I was like, I was in my friend's house and he was like, "Oh shit! The first picture I see about WWE is Wyatt's fucking sister Abigail-ing Brock Lesnar."
I've seen a gif of Luke Harper killing Roman Reigns.
Yeah. He fucking like drop kicks him or something.
He super kicks him and Reigns does like Ambrose's rebound thing.
Yeah.
And Harper just clotheslines his fucking head off.
Yeah. It seems like you're building Harper for like a singles push.
Yeah, maybe.
He's been the one getting the most offensive in the Wyatt family.
He's the most decorated member of the Wyatt family in terms of championships, having twice the amount of championships as the rest of the team combined, with 2.
Yeah. But it seems like they're preparing him for something.
I could see them moving him into like Kane's role.
Yeah, I have a feeling just by watching Luke Harper recently that they're going to do something with him.
Because like he's a good worker, and like you could have him as just the gatekeeper for main events.
Yeah, so it's AJ, Nakamura, Anderson, and Gallows. But last night it was revealed that Austin Aries is now with NXT.
He's been negotiating with them for a while.
But now he properly appeared on NXT last night.
I don't know if he's signed a deal or not.
Apparently, looking up what I've seen, he has.
Because it could be like a James Storm deal.
Which means now that like Jay Lethal and Abyss are the only two that WWE haven't taken.
Christopher Daniels hasn't been in. I don't think he's been in WWE. But yeah, Jay Lethal is probably the biggest name in the world who hasn't been in WWE, I guess. Who's an active wrestler.
Yeah. And that's really all it is for news. Lucha Underground's back next week.
Yeah, 27th?
Yeah.
It's like next Wednesday.
27th for us, 26th for America. And... oh, there was something else. Curtis Axel has been in the Royal Rumble for almost a year now.
I think it has been a year at this stage.
What a hero. But the Hall of Famers have been leaked. Half of them, at least.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So we've got Sting, JBL, Jacqueline, Godfather, and Freebirds.
Freebirds and...
Regis, Phil.
Yeah, Philbin.
Yeah.
I don't even know who he is.
He's like...
he's not someone we get over here.
No. If you've ever been in America and watched like an hour of American TV, you would have seen Regis Philbin.
See, when I was in America, all I watched was
anime.
No, I watched Jury TV, Judge Judy, and all that.
Dr. Phil.
No, not Dr. Phil. They've got like a channel specifically just for Judge Judy style TV shows, and I just watched that the whole time because it's hilarious to look at.
Yeah, they've got Divorce Court, Judge Joe Brown, all that, all the good shit.
Yeah, so like that's all I watched when I was in America.
Regis Philbin he's kind of he's like a day TV show host.
Oh, so he's like Jimmy Kimmel kind of thing,
but for like daytime TV. Yeah.
No, I have no idea who he is. I never will.
And he presented the American version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for a while.
Oh, did he? But yeah, that's pretty much everything with WWE. Raw's been terrible. Storylines have been
rehashes of...
yeah, Vince has been trying to screw over Roman Reigns, a la Stone Cold Steve Austin. Chris Jericho and New Day have been feuding.
Yeah.
Charlotte versus Becky Lynch is the only good story right now.
Yeah. It's just a classic heel face story.
And it's been the only good story so far on WWE. I can't think of any other stories that's been happening with Raw.
It was announced between our last podcast and this one that the Royal Rumble will be for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep. For the first time, according to WWE.
It's the first time it'll be defended, because when Ric Flair won it, it was vacant.
Oh. So that's the little thing they're trying to do to get over it.
They're technically right, but this is the second time it's happened, really.
What's the Royal Rumble card?
You've got the Royal Rumble itself, Becky versus Charlotte, Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens in a last man standing match.
Yeah.
Del Rio versus Kalisto, and New Day versus the Usos.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to win those matches?
Let me see. I think Becky wins the Divas Championship.
Really? I think she loses.
She's got screwed over enough times that I think she's going to win.
I think they could build that to a WrestleMania match, though.
They could, but like, To be honest, I don't think they're going to have a singles women's match at Mania because they never do. They haven't for 10 years, I'm going to say. I think the last one was Mickie James versus Trish Stratus. Like, genuinely, that was the last singles women's match in WrestleMania.
You never know. I just feel like that's what could happen.
Mm.
I feel like Charlotte will win through crazy antics with her father.
True nature.
Yeah. And that'll build to like WrestleMania.
I think Becky wins and like they still feud over the title till Mania. Or yeah.
New Day versus Usos.
I think the Usos win.
Yeah, it hurts me to say it, but I think the Usos are going to win.
Yeah.
Because New Day have had that title for too long.
They have had it for a long time.
Yeah.
Since SummerSlam.
Yeah. So like they've had it for a while. I just feel like they're going to lose it.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens versus Ambrose.
That one I don't know.
No, I have no idea. I want to say Kevin Owens.
See, I don't know what the plan is for either of them for Mania. I think whoever wins will have the title through to Mania.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a weird one. I'm not really sure.
I want to say Kevin Owens, but that's just because I want Kevin Owens to win.
Yeah, see, I don't want either of them to have the title. I want them to be in the main event.
Yeah.
But it's not happening.
Nope. Alberto versus Kalisto.
That's another one because they gave Kalisto a day reign.
I think Kalisto's going to win. I think they took the title off of him so they could give it back to him at the Royal Rumble.
I mean, why take the title off him then?
Why do anything WWE's doing?
Yeah, that's fair. Like, they did it to pop SmackDown's rating, which failed miserably because they lost 500,000 viewers in their second week on USA.
I think the Kalisto will win it.
Yeah, they might.
Because everyone loves Kalisto right now.
I think Kalisto might win because they might have something else planned for Del Rio.
Yeah. And the Royal Rumble.
Triple H.
Who do you want to win? This isn't us knowing who's winning. Who do you want winning the match?
Who do I want to win?
Yeah.
Lesnar or one of the New Japan or AJ or Nakamura.
Yeah.
Lesnar or AJ.
If AJ does appear, which it seems he will.
But
I fully believe AJ Styles will appear.
Like it wouldn't be hard to take the title off Reigns and have him wrestle Triple H in another match.
Yeah.
But I think
we know Triple H is going to win.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win, I will be shocked.
Yeah.
That'll be the first shocking thing WWE have done in like almost 2 years to me.
Like there's really 3 or 4 people who can win. Ever
since Ambrose almost won the title.
Yeah.
That's the last shocking thing they've done.
The swerve where he wins the match, but then it's like the dusty DQ finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last shocking thing they've done.
Yeah, the crowd went mental because they were not expecting
because they want Ambrose to win.
Yeah.
I don't know who I want to win. I want to say Curtis Axel. But I also want, if AJ appears, I want AJ to win. But Triple H is going to win.
Yeah. We're both convinced it's going to be Triple H.
Yeah, if Triple H appears, he's winning. If Vince appears, Vince is winning.
I don't think it'll be Vince.
Man, would it shock you though?
It would actually, because he's fucking 70 years old and he hates old people.
But yeah, if Vince appears, he's winning that match. And if Triple H appears, Triple H is winning that match.
I really hope it's not Vince now.
Because we were talking about it, and I was like, I can't remember what you were saying to me. You were like, I think Triple H is going to win the Royal Rumble. And I was like, well, who won the Royal Rumble in the Stone Cold feud? And you were like, Vince did. So I was like, so it's Triple H is winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. He won in like 99.
Yeah.
I think it was, 98 or 99.
But then there's the thing. Would you prefer Roman Reigns to win?
Over Triple H?
Yeah.
Yes. Because he's young.
I don't know if I would. It's too boring.
It's like, I get it's the Cena thing, it's the Superman thing.
Yeah.
But like he would need a win more than Triple H does.
Like, yeah, well, we thought that about Sting versus Triple H as well.
And we were right.
But look what happened. He lost to Triple H. And
now he's dead.
Now he's fused. His spine had to be fused together.
But yeah, Triple H doesn't need wins.
No.
He's, 45, 46 years old?
Yeah. He runs NXT.
He's wrestles one match a year.
Yeah. What's going to happen, though?
Mm.
Who do you think will be like a surprise entrant besides AJ if AJ appears? Because they always got like one joke.
Yeah. It's going to be surprise entrance. I'm thinking a bunch of NXT guys.
Yeah.
I'm thinking not Balor because he's a champ. I'm thinking Joe, Corbin, or Zayn.
Yeah.
And one of them will get brought up to the main roster shortly after that. Yeah.
I was thinking Sami Zayn would, but it seems like he's going to stay in NXT for a while now.
Yeah, he's feuding with Balor for the title.
Yeah, and Joe and Corbin.
Yeah.
He's feuding with all three of them. Who do you think would be the joke entrant? Because there's always like a comedy entrant.
I want to say Curtis Axel. And I know it's going to hurt you for me to say that.
No, I mean, I didn't mean like that. I mean like a surprise joke entrant.
Oh, you mean like the Boogeyman was last year?
Yeah, and like Doink the Clown was the year before or something. Who's the one with the Cobra?
Jake Roberts? Oh,
No.
Santino.
Yeah, I think Santino could.
Yeah, actually, he's been around.
Yeah, because he appeared at the Slammies. I feel like he could feasibly appear for like 2 seconds and then get like job to like Brock Lesnar or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking he comes out and does the Cobra thing and clears the ring with it, and then we just hear Brock Lesnar's theme play.
And Santino just pulls
jumps over the top rope and runs away.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
I'd be completely cool with that being a thing that happens. Because I liked Santino, even though he was just complete job material.
Yeah.
He was still entertaining. Like when we thought he was going to win the Royal Rumble, like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
that was amazing. And everyone was behind it.
I love the gimmick where he had the Intercontinental Championship and came out every week for like 4 weeks and was like, "Bring up the honky tonk meter," because in 57 weeks I'm gonna be the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. And they dropped it after like 2 months. They got to like 7 weeks and they dropped it because of shit.
No, I love Santino. even though I knew he was never going anywhere.
Yeah.
He was still entertaining.
I would have made him the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Like, I'd have made him like either a day short of it.
Yeah.
Or
a day longer.
Yeah.
Or like 10 minutes longer.
Yeah.
Some sort of weird loophole about it.
I got 2 years out of that angle.
Yeah.
Because it would have gotten to like 3 or 4 months and it would have gotten stale.
Yeah.
And then 3 or 4 months after it would have gotten funnier.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that would it would come in waves and it would get staler and staler and then it would get funnier and funnier as the further he gets to it.
No, I think Santino could be the joke entrant.
Yeah.
Who do you think would be a surprise proper wrestler, not from NXT or that, who'd appear?
I'm thinking Undertaker, and whoever eliminates him, they set up that feud for Mania.
Yeah. That wouldn't shock me.
Because he doesn't, like, there's no clear feud for a lot of people.
Yeah. But in fairness, like, Undertaker feuds for Mania at points just start a month before.
Yeah.
Like CM Punk versus Taker was like only a month build.
Yeah. It's generally that way with Taker's last couple of years.
The only one I remember starting at the Royal Rumble was his return as the Dead Man versus Kane when he turned the lights out when Kane was clearing house and Kane got eliminated because Taker's gong started hitting and stuff. That's the only one I can remember.
They did one with Michaels the second time he tried to face Taker, where he tried to win the Rumble because Taker was a champion at that stage.
Yeah.
And Michaels was trying to win the Rumble so he could face Taker at Mania, and he ended up getting eliminated and getting all depressed and freaking out. And eventually, at Elimination Chamber, screwed Undertaker out of the title.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it'll be whoever will fight the Undertaker next will be a surprise entrant.
Yeah. There's a lot I don't know about Mania this year.
I don't think anyone knows anything.
Yeah. Taker, I don't know.
Because I was certain Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn was going to be a thing, but now it looks like Sami Zayn will be in NXT for another while.
Yeah.
And it might just be Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens.
But like they had Kevin Owens show up at an NXT show to call out Sami Zayn.
Yeah. It's so confusing.
So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It's really, really confusing.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's going to be Triple H.
Yep.
It's going to be Triple H and Roman, then. That's the only one I'm sure of.
Yeah, one of those two are going to win.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Brock.
But like, I'm convinced Triple H is going to win, but they could do the feud even if neither of them wins.
Yeah. But I'm almost 100% positive it's that. You
got the Wyatts versus Brock, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what to make of that.
I'm pretty okay with it.
Yeah.
See Luke Harper versus Brock Lesnar.
But like, it's going to be...
Have I sold you already on this feud?
Like, I want to see that match, but the match I'm going to see is going to be Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar, and I don't want to see that match.
It's going to be Great Khali versus The Undertaker in Pajama Prison.
Great Khali, where they just bring in the Big Show because Braun Strowman has elevated liver enzymes.
Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar in a Bayou match where they filled, like the side ramps? They filled that with water.
Water and little tiny crocodiles.
Yeah. Man, that's a gimmick match I'd pay to see.
that actually sounds like a cool match. An awful match.
Brock Lesnar F5 in crocodiles. That's pretty much all for the Rumble. NXT had some interesting things.
No, there's a pre-show as well with Damien Sandow. Is going to be in a pre-show match.
What?
Yeah.
Damien Sandow's going to be wrestling.
Damien Sandow and Darren Young versus the Ascension, I think. And whoever wins, their team gets into the Royal Rumble.
What a weird combination.
Yep.
When was Damien Sandow and Darren Young a tag team?
Never.
God.
I didn't book it.
I don't think anyone booked that match.
No.
I say the Ascension.
I want it to be Sandow.
Everyone wants it to be Sandow.
Yep.
In a perfect world, the last match would be like Sandow, Rusev, Cesaro and Bryan, but that's not what we're getting.
Daniel Bryan has apparently been cleared by another doctor.
Yeah, but not a WWE doctor.
So good luck to you, mate.
Yep. Man, if Bryan appears, I will lose my shit.
Yeah. If he appears and is eliminated, I'll have a goddamn fucking fit.
By Reigns again.
No, it was by Wyatt last year.
Was it?
Yeah.
So that's Royal Rumble.
Suppose we talk about TNA's
letter.
His statement about AJ Styles. God, that was embarrassing.
It really was. What company even thinks of doing something like that?
TNA.
You know the only reason they did that was so that they could
so someone would say TNA in a sentence.
And WWE in the same sentence. Like, the only reason they did that was to try and fucking get rid of the shock of AJ coming to WWE. Like, the same way WCW said Mick Foley was going to win the title.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to fucking scorn them.
It's not.
It's going to make people watch more.
My favourite comment about that was, like, there's a line in it in that statement that's like a lot of people have been talking about AJ Styles' future in TNA, and like the comment underneath it is like, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
God, what a desperate letter.
Yeah, so salty.
From a dying company. He just refuses to go.
Just been pouring money down the shitter for years.
Fuck TNA.
Yeah. Have you seen the worst match of the year contender?
Oh, you mean that fucking 6-woman
Battle Royal Rumble shit?
Yeah, I have.
I watched like 3 minutes of it.
My favourite bit is when your one is hanging over the rope and
like,
she's supposed to be getting eliminated, but she's hanging on there for like a solid 3 minutes.
Because someone's supposed to knock her off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never complain about the Divas matches again.
God.
That was diabolical.
Sure, all TNA like Diva matches are fucking terrible.
They made fucking Brie Bella look like Shawn Michaels.
Like, did you ever see that match with, I can't remember who it was, but your one was like doing the slap down?
Oh, is that Charmel and Jenna Maraska, I think it is.
It's the weakest slaps ever thrown in the history of wrestling.
The worst match in history.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh no, I still think that Doc Gallows match that I showed you was the worst match ever.
Or it's him in like fucking Africa in front of like three people. And those 3 people are the entourage of the guy he's fighting. And the guy he's fighting just no-sells everything. Yeah, that was something. I don't even know who the fuck the other guy was. Nope. But that was awful.
I've been looking for that match. I was looking for it last night and I still can't find it.
Yeah.
That's everything with TNA.
we probably won't be bringing them up again this year.
What's his name? Bram has signed until 2006. Yeah, that's pretty much everything to do with TNA.
Yeah.
NXT's pretty good right now.
I saw this week's. That also had a women's battle royal, which was better than TNA's, but was still nah.
I loved Asuka shoulder checking Eva though.
Yeah. I love the start of the match where Asuka's on one side of the ring and like the 10 other women are on the other side of the ring.
That was amazing.
There was some real standout moments in that show. There was Cameron's promo. She was one of the Funkadactyls.
Yeah. And
she's like, everyone's been asking, where's Cameron? And
you're like Poochie.
Yeah. Someone or her next line was like, I was one of the Funkadactyls. And that's a quote. And she said she was going to, I need to get this right, she was going to win the #1 contendership for the Women's Battle Royal.
Yeah, I seen that on Botchamania.
It's taped, for fuck's sake. Could you not do it again?
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw that as well.
I think it was left in as like a learning experience.
The only real botch in that Battle Royal though was
the dodgy powerbomb.
Yeah, that was the only botch spot that I could see.
Oh, there was another girl who cut a promo and was like, "Oh, I'm whoever the fuck. You may know me as the girl who was knocked out cold by Asuka." That was her promo.
Who, Emma?
No, it wasn't Emma. It was some like jobber.
Because everyone's been knocked out by Asuka.
Yeah, but like it was someone who's just kind of there.
Yeah.
She had like a Ferrari logo on her ear, and that's all I remember.
Maybe that's her name.
Ferrari logo.
Yeah. Sami Zayn is back.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty happy about that. And he's feuding with everyone, apparently. Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Joe and Corbin.
And Cena when he gets back.
Yeah, he's feuding with literally everyone. Those are the really only moments I'm like watching on NXT though, is the Divas and anything with Sami Zayn in it.
Yeah. You're saying you haven't watched Breaking Ground?
No.
You should watch it just for Baron Corbin's bits.
That was the only thing I've seen this week was Baron Corbin going, he was like, there are people here to make friends and people to make want to become champions, and I just want to become a champion. I'm like, what a dick.
He is. Like, his character on Breaking Ground is the exact same as his character on NXT. And it just makes you like him more because he's a dickhead.
That's like the only thing I seen.
Mm.
The only other thing I seen was when Tyler Breeze got brought up.
Yeah.
To Raw.
I'm fairly sure he just got brought up because of that show.
Yeah.
Because like they've done nothing with him.
Mm. So, is there anything else with not TNA, fucking
No.
NXT?
There's nothing else with TNA.
NXT have like 3 new like takeovers or something. They announced like after the London pay-per-view.
They're having one at Mania.
Yeah.
Like the Friday before Mania. Take over Dallas. And probably like 2 more. Well, like, I don't know how many they're going to have during the year.
Yeah.
Because they tend to have them every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. That seems to be pretty much everything with TNA. They've been good.
NXT, you mean?
Yeah.
TNA have not been good.
Yeah, everything with NXT.
Keeping form for the past 15 years.
Lucha Underground is back next week.
Mm.
Spoilers are already up on the wiki.
I have not heard any spoilers.
No, neither have I. My only spoiler is that Ray is in.
Yeah.
So Ray is probably going to win the main title.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
He's going to be the Alberto Del Rio John Morrison feud, I'd say.
Hmm.
And they were the 2 main event guys in Lucha Underground last season.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, they were anyway. To me, they were the most interesting part.
They're the guys who are known outside, who are known as within America, I guess.
So I assume that with Lucha Underground, it's going to be the main feud is Ray versus
Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Vampiro and
Pentagon.
Yeah, Pentagon. I keep forgetting their names. I love everyone in Lucha, but I forget like all of their names. Everyone who wasn't in WWE.
Yeah.
I assume they're going to.
See, I've watched less of it, and I know their names.
Yeah. I assume.
You're just terrible with names.
I really am. John. I assume that Pentagon and Vampiro will continue just dismantling people until someone appears. Don't know who though, because I haven't seen who would have been signed with Lucha.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So I don't know who. I assume there's going to be a new guy who'll come in and beat Pentagon on like Ultimate Lucha Season 2. That's really the only 2 things I can think of in Lucha Underground that are really worth talking about. Everything else will kind of be reset. Yeah, I'd say.
See, the spoilers don't really tell you much either because they do all their storylines in their Telemundo.
Yeah.
Or their soap opera segments. Yeah. Not Telemundo, it's telenovela.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Telenovela segments.
So like everything else I assume would just be reset back to normal, new Aztec Gold title tournaments. There wasn't really a Divas division knockouts.
Well, no, they had women wrestling men. So
they'd wrestle the men. They didn't really have like a females division.
Yeah.
For Lucha, so I don't assume they'll have like they might start one up.
They could, yeah.
I want to know one thing about Lucha Season 2 though. Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen, yeah.
The one with Rey Mysterio in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Who the fuck is the guy in Afghanistan fighting the soldier?
I would have to watch it again.
Because it just cuts to a guy in
in
the Middle East shooting people.
It's like this is getting pretty crazy for a wrestling show.
Yeah, I want to know who that guy is, and I want to know what his story is going to be because he just kind of appears out of nowhere. So Lucha Underground will be back next week.
Yeah,
I'll be talking about that in great detail. That's really it for Lucha Underground and Raw. last 3 weeks storyline like roundup is just like Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, with the main story being Charlotte has been using Ric Flair.
Yeah, she's been hiding it behind Rick.
Yeah.
And Rick's been a heel.
Yep.
It's awesome. See that bit where he's...
Is this where he's trying to fondle one of the girls?
No.
That happened.
He's in the... Becky comes out and attacks Charlotte before a match, and Ric Flair jumps in on the mic. He's like, there's going to be no fucking match here tonight because of Becky Lynch, that bitch. And then like there's some guy in the audience booing, and Flair just turns to him. He's like, you shut up, fat boy. I love heel Flair.
Roman Reigns versus everyone. This has been basically Roman Reigns' thing. League of Nations have done nothing.
Yeah.
Since losing the title.
Rusev's been cutting dank ass promos.
Yeah,
so.
That Rusev promo this week was so good. Like,
I love the bit where Jericho's like, I didn't understand anything you say, and Rusev's like, that's because you're stupid.
I love that Rusev has stopped with the doesn't understand English thing now, because he's just amazing. Like, he's so good.
It's such a good promo.
So the promo basically was like in Soviet Russia jokes.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
He was like, in Bulgaria, we throw a slab of meat into the ring, and whoever won the Royal Rumble would get to eat for the night.
If I wanted to go to school, I had to beat up another kid and throw him off the bus.
Oh, it was so good.
And he just gets really fucking hyped up and starts slapping the other guy's chest.
And fucking
Barrett is just like, Jesus.
Barrett is pissing himself laughing the whole way through. Oh, so good.
Rusev.
Oh, God. Yeah, Rusev just keeps getting better each time. Like, we already loved him from his Twitter page.
Yeah.
But, like, he's gotten so much better now. Yeah, they haven't done anything.
No.
The League of Nations. New Day are feuding with Jericho.
Yeah.
And Jericho is just fucking terrible.
He's like a parody of Jericho in 1999.
It's really bad. That fucking promo when he came back. Although I will say his like countdown was cool this time as well. Yeah. They had a giant Titantron with ponies on it.
And Jericho just interrupts.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But he's terrible right now.
Yeah.
And he broke.
I'm not sure if that's the gimmick or he's just having a midlife crisis.
Yeah. I can't tell.
Bit of both.
Because Jericho can cut good promos.
Yeah.
Like the 1001 moves.
Yeah.
That's still the greatest promo.
WCW Jericho's best Jericho.
Yeah, like that's still probably one of the greatest promos ever.
I don't care if he was miserable, he was angry and he was better than he is now.
So in that feud, it's just been Chris Jericho feuding with New Day, specifically Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
Out of a lot of them. And he broke Woods' trombone, and Woods sold it.
Like death.
Yeah, he sold it like Vince when he tore his ankles. And this week they had a funeral for it. Francesca, which I thought was amazing. And then Big E had a match, and Woods and Kofi came out in their morning gear. Which was amazing. That match was pretty good as well. Big E versus
Jericho.
Was it versus Jericho?
I think it was, yeah.
I can't remember, but it was a good match. Big E did
was it one of the Usos?
I think it was Usos.
Yeah.
And Big E took some crazy bumps. Like when he fell out of the ring.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. And he landed on his ass.
Yeah, that shit was terrifying to look at.
Because he's a fucking giant dude.
Yeah. Social Outcast is the thing.
Yeah.
They
got jobbed out by Big Show.
The boys stable of Curtis Axel,
Heath Slater, Adam Rose, and Bo Dallas.
Yeah. And I keep forgetting Bo Dallas is there.
Did you see when they came out and cut their promo? They all took turns on the mic, and then Bo grabs it, and he's about to cut a promo, and Heath Slater just grabs it off.
They're a thing. I'm pretty okay with it.
Mm.
As long as you give them something to do.
Yeah.
They may not be the best wrestlers ever, but obviously people see something in them because most all of them have had some sort of great feud in the past, except maybe Bo Dallas. He hasn't really done anything since he came
Bo Dallas and Adam Rose have not had good feuds.
What?
Adam Rose hasn't had any good feuds.
No. People just want Adam Rose to succeed.
Mm.
And Heath Slater, obviously someone sees good in him considering he jobbed out to like most of the legends.
It's because he's a safe worker.
Yeah.
He has a reputation for being very safe.
And Kurt Axel is from a wrestling family.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas, his only thing is that Bray Wyatt is his brother.
He's also a third generation wrestler.
Yeah. So like all of them have something. They're just not all that great separate.
Mm.
As long as they're getting something on grand with it. Yeah, they've just been jobbing to Big Show. Who, I don't know. See a face? See a heel?
Yes.
I don't know.
He's a face this week.
And he took a selfie with someone in the crowd.
That's how you know he's a face.
Yeah. I think he's a heel.
He had a Big Show would have taken the phone and just crushed it in his hand.
I think he's a heel. He hit Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel did nothing wrong. That's Kalisto versus Alberto.
Did we get that match again?
What?
Did we get that
No,
match?
but that's just been an ongoing feud for months. Kalisto won the title, then he dropped the title, and he's fighting Alberto.
Mm.
No one really cares, but like everyone likes Kalisto now.
Yeah.
That's all the feuds I can think of in Raw right now.
Ambrose versus Owens.
Oh yeah. Don't care about that really.
Should be a good match though. Their last man standing.
I just don't care about it really.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all I can think of with the feuds happening right now.
Mm.
There hasn't been any really great matches. Brock Lesnar is back.
Yeah.
He's pummeling everyone.
That bit where he comes back during the Roman versus everyone match.
Yeah.
And he just kills everyone. And he belly to bellies Big E and just fucks him over his head.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
And New Day are like dancing around because Brock is back.
And then they get killed.
Yeah. And Paul Heyman's back, obviously.
Mm.
He did a promo this week with Jericho.
Yeah.
Which was mostly just him putting over the network.
Mm.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Triple H is going to win.
Yep. We're just convinced.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Deal with it. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there, I think. This has been episode 6 of the Irish Webcast.
Maybe next week we'll have one up for the Royal Rumble.
And Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's likely we'll have one within the next 2 weeks. Anyway. Yeah. I've been your host, Ben, accompanied, as always, by my co-host, Darren.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter, @Irish Webcast. I've been not live tweeting Raw because I've been asleep or missing it.
Yeah, because it's on at 2 a.m. for us.
Yeah. But I will be live tweeting the Rumble.
Yeah.
Man,
I've got to stay away from like all social media.
Yeah, you're not going to be seeing the Rumble live.
No. I have to keep away from all social media for at least 5-6 hours after I wake up.
Speaking of social media, you can also check out our YouTube channel, Irish Webcast. It's Irish Web Podcast.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Got a couple episodes up there and some skits and shit.
Yeah.
The shitty MS Paint, that's on purpose. I'm going to do themed Seamuses throughout the year.
People enjoy the potato Seamus.
Yeah. It's probably the best thing we've created from this podcast. But episode 7 will be coming up, I want to say 2 weeks.
Yeah, at the latest.
I want to give a hard date of 2 weeks after the Rumble.
Yeah.
Thanks as always for listening, and see you next time.